Hi everyone, today I'm going to be giving my presentation on centenarians and how they are a growing population. So a centenarian is a person who lives 100 years of age or longer. In 2014, there was reported 72,197 Americans over the age of 100. 80% of this population is actually female, and although the cause is unknown, it is likely because women oftentimes do take better care of themselves as opposed to men. Something even more rare, super centenarians are those who reach 110 years or more of age. And again, this is super, super rare. Only 1 in 7 million people actually live this long. So a lot of people want to know what the secret is or how they are able to live to 100 years of age. And although there is no for sure way or cause of this, there are some speculations. So the first one is genetics. A large part of it actually is just the genes we were born with. Some of us are just more prone to longevity and made to live longer or shorter than others. Another huge part of this is diet. It's no secret that healthy eating decreases the risk for many diseases, and many centenarians today are actually very critical of the whole supersized portions we eat today, saying it's not so much what we eat, but how much we eat. Same goes for exercise. It's good for the body, good for the mind. Staying in shape can contribute heavily to the length of a person's life. Lifestyle choices are also part of it, smoking, heavy drinking, etc. Most centenarians actually reported that they did none of these for most of their life. Another big part of it is actually having a positive attitude. So most centenarians spoke very highly about their attitude and consider themselves very optimistic people, which can contribute to living a very long life. And lastly, family. So having a loving family or a good support system can also affect the quality of a person's life, which in the long run does affect how long they live. So throughout the world, there's only about a handful of centenarians. In 2015, the world was home to 500,000 centenarians, which is more than 4 times the amount in 1990. And in 2050, there is expected 3.7 million centenarians. In 1990, there was 2.9 for every 10,000 adults over the age of 65. In 2015, there was 7.4 for every 10,000 adults over 65. And in 2050, it is expected to have 23.6 for every 10,000 adults over 65, which you can tell every single year it's increasing more and more and more. The United States has the highest number of centenarians in the world. Japan, China, India, and Italy also have very large numbers. For China and India, they make the list mainly because they have very large populations in general, so it would make sense why there would be that many people over the age of 100 living there. In Japan, there's 4.8 centenarians for every 10,000 people. In Italy, there's 4.1 for every 10,000 people, and in the US, there's 2.2 for every 1,000 people. And if these numbers seem pretty high compared to the statistics I was giving you before, it's because these are out of every 10,000 people living in the country, not 10,000 people over the age of 65, like I was talking about before. So Japan and Italy will have they do have the highest proportions of centenarians in the total population. Japan, it's said mostly because of the diet they eat. They eat very clean, very healthy in Japan. And Italy, it's actually predicted that the reason there are so many people over the age of 100 is because of the climate. But among these top 5 centenarian countries, the centenarian will grow the fastest in China, where the population is expected to age rapidly in coming decades. By 2050, there will be 4.6 centenarians per 10,000 people in China, which is 13 times today. In Japan and Italy, the proportion of centenarians to the total population will increase to 41.1 and 38.3 centenarians per 10,000 people, which is a very large number. Many people wonder why now more than ever there are so many centenarians around the world. Not only is the number of centenarians higher than ever before, but that population is predicted to triple in size in the near future. Demographers attribute the booming long livers to decades of medical advances. Because of these advances, doctors are able to prolong many people's lives by curing or treating certain diseases that they were never able to before. Another reason for the large number of individuals over 100 is improved diet. Over time, people have realized what they need to eat in order to have a balanced diet. Again, exercise is also gaining more and more popularity as the years go on. More and more popularity as the years go on. And in addition to all of this, because of the large numbers of centenarians, doctors are more willing to treat older people now. Back in the day, many doctors wouldn't even bother with people over a certain age. They would instead focus on the younger people who had a better chance at living. But now, because doctors know the capability of a lot of people and how old they can grow, they will treat people who are a lot older now.